Hey everybody, I've got some great information for you about sensitive skin. So hang out with me just a minute and I'll be right back. Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I want to talk a little bit about sensitive skin. Now, do you think you may have sensitive skin, or have you had sensitive skin for forever and you're wondering how to best care for it? I have some great information for you. Now first, just to give you a little bit of a background, sensitive skin is actually a common issue, but it's not considered a medical term or a medical condition. Sensitive skin is what you have if you have an inflammatory or an adverse reaction, such as reactive skin, which can be allergic, rosacea, acneic, or eczema. Also, if you have redness, itching, burning, dryness, opposed to oiliness, flaky, peeling, rashes, prone to breakouts, or if you easily sunburn. Now, a couple sensitive skin facts that I found. Sensitive skin can be a sign of an underlying issue in your immune system. So keep in mind that your skin is an organ and it is going to react to what's going on the inside of your body. So if you have an ongoing condition, constantly are being aggravated by everything, check with a doctor and see if you can find out the specifics of what's causing it, so that way you can properly treat it. Now also, an allergy can manifest itself in sensitive or reactive skin. So you may have an allergic reaction to a fragrance or a soap or even a detergent that you're using in your clothing. Now, people with sensitive skin tend to have a thinner lipid barrier or layer of fat underneath your skin. This actually, instead of keeping harmful irritants from getting into your skin, since it's thin, they get in and then they cause a reaction. A thin lipid barrier can be repaired in 2 to 4 weeks from my findings. And I've been looking through information from actual medical doctors. I'm not trying to read magazine articles on this. Now, it's common for skin to become sensitive as a person ages. So you may have had great skin earlier in your life, but now as you grow, as you change, your hormones are going to change and your fat layer is going to thin out. And so you may gain sensitive skin depending on what age you get to. Mine ended up being a little more sensitive starting at age 35. Now, don't over cleanse. Over cleansing actually affects the lipid barrier and can make your skin even more sensitive. Fragrance is commonly one of the biggest irritants. So if you love smells, I'm so sorry, but you may want to consider going a little bit more naturally on your skin when it comes to smells. Now, according to my research, you can get better fragrances from essential oils or things that are a little bit more natural versus straight up chemical fragrances. Now, it's highly recommended to be very careful using essential oils straight on your skin, because you don't want to just drip a couple drips into your hand and smooth it all over your face. That stuff needs to be cut, it needs to be diluted, and it needs to be diluted with proper oils that aren't going to cause you an adverse reaction. So you don't want to use mineral oil. You don't want to use anything that's going to aggravate or redden your skin. Now, it is important to patch test. Anytime you have a new product, anytime you have a strong product, you definitely want to patch test. You can patch test in the inside of your elbow. You can patch test on your wrist. You can patch test on the back of your hand. You can also patch test underneath here, or even like in the back where your hair may be able to cover it if you end up having a reaction. Next, I want to talk about some triggers for sensitive skin. Now, harsh astringents can be super aggravating to your skin. If you're using AHAs, BHAs, any kind of acid on your skin, if you're scrubbing your skin, if you're using any kind of substance that's going to exfoliate but not chemically exfoliate, you're actually going to scrub off the stuff on your skin, that can really aggravate it. So you have to be careful. Don't use sugar scrubs. Don't use salt scrubs. Don't use peach scrubs. Don't use coffee grounds on your face. It may be okay for the rest of your body, but you don't want to use it on skin that is as sensitive as your face, and also skin that everybody sees and you can't really hide that great. So some active ingredients. I know that at least the people that I know that have sensitive skin have to be super careful with active ingredients, and some of them avoid them altogether. Now, you may want to use some active ingredients, and I'm going to go over a couple that seem to be okay for sensitive skin. But like I said, you want to patch test first. You want to make sure that it's not going to cause you a bigger issue all over your face that you can't hide. Fragrances. I talked about fragrances. It's one of the most chemical substances that you can put in any product because they use all kinds of weird stuff to make fragrances. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with the fragrance it's actually claiming. And if you get off of fragrances for long enough and then you smell strong fragrances again, then you're going to notice the chemicals in it. Next, hot water. Hot water can super aggravate skin. You want to either take a warm shower or you want to cleanse outside of the shower and not even cleanse in the shower at all. I actually don't cleanse my skin in the shower anymore. I used to. I had for the longest time. I love hot water, but I realized it was causing me some damage. It was not just causing me signs of aging. It was causing some lines. You see all these lines on my forehead, but because it was drying out my skin, but also it was causing me a lot of redness and irritation, especially like on the bottom parts of my cheeks here, and some even around my lips and a little bit on my forehead. So, detergents and harsh cleansers. Now, a harsh cleanser, we always want to make it happen right now, but consider using a product that is going to help you over time. Something that I have mentioned with my products is they are gentler. They are health food type things based versus hard or harsh cleansers that may give you a super quick fix, but you're going to end up having to repair your skin over time. So you don't want to put something on your skin that you're going to have to fix later, especially if you're already trying to cover up signs of aging, fine lines, dark circles, redness, and heal your skin in general. Now, also alcohol products. There is a lot of alcohol, and it's in most products. The reason why the reason why people who release products and create products put alcohol in it is to make it evaporate off of the skin quickly so that it doesn't become sticky. That can happen if you're using oils that aren't that natural. Those oils can become super sticky. Also, if you're using less expensive oils, they can get super sticky. And it's just because your skin is not metabolizing it properly. It's not soaking in properly. So you might want to avoid that altogether, but be super careful about any kind of alcohol, because that is also going to age your skin. It's going to increase your lines. It's going to increase your sensitive reaction, increase your redness. It's just stripping away all the oils too. Also, acids. Now, vitamin C in papaya is in my vitamin C serum that I use on my face. But if you're having an adverse reaction, even if it's just redness or itchiness, and you're using any kind of acids, be super careful. Maybe get away from them for a little bit. Give your skin a chance to recoup, a chance to rebuild that lipid barrier back. I'm not saying you can't ever use them again, but at least give your body a little bit of time to heal before you try it. And research the products before you buy them. I always research products before I buy them. I look at reviews. I look at what's in them. I research ingredients. You can Google any ingredient at all, and it'll tell you what it's supposed to do, and also any adverse reactions or any precautions you may need to take. So do a little research. It will help you in the long run. Now, some soothing products, some products that you want to see in what you're using, or some ingredients that you want to see in the products that you're using. Aloe. Aloe is very soothing. It's also very repairing, and it helps your skin heal itself. Rose water. Rose water is a type of toner. It's also very soothing. It's very natural. Rose water is made by distilling water that has rose petals sitting in a bowl inside of it. So as the water distills, it takes the essence of the oil or of the rose. You want to get it properly made. So if you're going to distill and create your own rose water, number one, you want to make sure that it is a condensed enough product, but you also want to really check your ingredients, check your recipe, and make sure you're doing it right. You may want to give yourself a couple times before it really gets to the right kind of consistency, the right strength. Chamomile. I love to use chamomile teas on my face. I actually put it in the toner. Chamomile can help lighten it can also help lighten wrinkles, but it's very soothing. It's very calming. It will help your skin calm down when it's aggravated. And then colloidal oatmeal is a very key and popular ingredient these days. Colloidal oatmeal is very soothing, and it is helpful for your skin. It may not necessarily be to the point of a strong ingredient or an active. It's not an active ingredient, but it can at least help. And you know that, if you have any kid with hives, you put them in a bath with oatmeal and baking soda, and their skin starts to calm down and feel a lot better. And then shea butter. Shea butter is very great for sensitive skin. I haven't had anyone who had a reaction who normally has oily skin or acneic skin have a reaction to shea butter. Now the next thing I have in here is beeswax. Beeswax, I have seen a couple of people react not so happy to beeswax. That may clog your pores a little bit deeper than you want, especially if you're acneic. If you're not acneic, you're not acne prone, you don't have acne prone skin, then use beeswax. Because I would recommend that you use beeswax because it's a very soothing product. It actually is very nourishing to your skin as well. It's kind of hard to, it's a little sticky-ish in itself. So if you're using a product with beeswax on it, it may be a little hard. And you may want to actually pat that into your skin versus smear it on. But beeswax can be a very great product. And then squalene. Squalene is close to an active, and it is considered good for sensitive skin. That one I would definitely patch test though. And then marshmallow. Actually, I've seen marshmallow in a couple new products in a primer. I want to say NYX just released a primer with marshmallow in it, and I did buy it. It's okay, but the actual marshmallow herb itself, you could make a tea with that, and you could use it on your skin and see how soothing that is, whether that really helps you or not. But that was on the list of things that sensitive skin tends to like. And then which actives? So I want to talk about actives for a minute. Like I said, be careful, patch test, especially if you have sensitive skin to begin with. But ceramides, fatty acids, collagen, and niacinamide are 4 products that were recommended for sensitive skin. So if you want to try actives, I would try these first. Like I said, patch test. Be super careful. You don't want a big red breakout or scaly, dry skin all of a sudden. But if it's something that helps you and that improves the look of and feel of your skin, then that would be what you want to look into. So let's just talk about sensitive skin for a minute, a little bit more. We've been talking about it for the last 12 minutes. If you have sensitive skin, you want to have fewer ingredients in your products. The fewer, the better. I would never recommend buying a product or using a product on your skin that you don't understand what it is. You want to be super careful what you put there, because like I said earlier, your skin is a organ. And because it's an organ, everything that you put on your skin is going to be metabolized by that organ. Also, your skin is a red flag for what's going on inside your body. If you have a deeper issue, you want to talk to a doctor about that. You don't want to just treat the symptom. You want to treat the actual whole situation. So that's what I've got about sensitive skin. I'd love to hear if you have any questions, or if you're having any issues with sensitive skin and you'd like to find a little bit more about what can help you. Now, my personal experience, I've had eczema in the past, and I've used something called udder cream. That is something that really seemed to help heal it. Aloe is something, you see, I had sunburn. I do sunburn easily. And I always use the aloe moisturizer, or the shea butter and cucumber seed moisturizer, and then the aloe and rose cleanser. And that's lightened it up. It peeled just a little bit. But I actually used the same thing on the baby because he got a little redness underneath his eyes. We went over the past weekend, we went to the beach, and I think the sweat took off some of the sunblock that was under his eyes because he got a little redness here, but he didn't peel at all. So aloe and shea butter, and then some of the other oils that I use are watermelon seed and rose hip oil also. Rose hip oil is an up-and-coming product, and it's in a lot of products actually on the market right now. It's a very great soothing, and there's a lot of really great properties in rose hip oil. And then chamomile. Chamomile is your best friend whenever you have sensitive skin. Any products that have chamomile in it, you may want to look a little further and see if that's something that you want to try. So thank you so much for taking the time for listening to me today. I hope I shared some great information with you. I am going to be releasing a little bit more about the t-shirts as I go through trying out the different patterns and what I want to put them on. Right now I'm wearing a tank top, and I put it on the tank top. I also have some sizes for girls. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they're going to be modeling a little bit. And then I have some really fun t-shirt designs for guys too. Guys who are into skin, or who maybe their wives or their girlfriends have been pampering them a little bit and they'd like to join the club and join the fun. So thank you so much. We love you guys. We're praying for you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching that video today. If you noticed during the video, I am wearing one of my designs. I'm just kind of messing around with different t-shirts and different sizes and different shapes. So let me know what you think, and go ahead and check them out on our website in our store. And please leave a comment. I would love to know your ideas. I'll talk to you soon.